Hello and welcome to the News Roundup, where we discuss the biggest news that's happened in gaming for each week. So let's see what's been going on this week. It's been confirmed that we won't be hearing anything about Elder Scrolls 6 for a very long time, thanks to Bethesda's Senior Vice President of Global Marketing and Communications, Pete Hines. Hines responded to a question on Twitter about whether Elder Scrolls 6 news will be coming out, and he responded by saying, "It's after Starfield, which you pretty much know nothing about, so if you're coming at me for details now and not years from now, I'm failing to properly manage your expectations." While this sounds like a somewhat irritated response, it does answer the question bluntly. No new information has been revealed about Starfield as of late, so that pretty much shows where we are with the Elder Scrolls 6, which you won't hear about for years to come. Sony has announced a new brand name for all first-party titles and other titles that they manage directly. PlayStation Studios will now be shown in each first-party title, starting with the PlayStation 5. The Senior Vice President and Head of Global Marketing, Eric Lempel, talked more about it by stating, "We really want to back our games in a bigger way, and that it's an easy way for fans to understand what they're getting into." He then adds, "If our studios are managing the production of these games and working with an external developer, it will still come out under the PlayStation Studios brand. It's not a significant change, but things are starting to change as the PlayStation 5 gets ready for its big reveal. The PlayStation 5 is set to release in holiday 2020. In a live stream on May 12th, Jeff Keighley announced that the classic games, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, will be remastered and released on modern consoles and PC. While rumors and leaks have reported that a new title was in the works, no official announcement was made until recently. The games will be remade from the ground up by Vicarious Visions and will include original courses, music, and game modes, as well as original PlayStation 1 music from the original games. Tony Hawk hasn't seen this much praise in a very long time, but this title does come as a pleasant surprise for fans of the series. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 will be available on September 4th for $39.99. Xavier has crushed with little dignity that they had left with their latest reboot of the disgraced Battle Royale game, the Culling Origins. The original Culling and Culling 2 were taken offline by the developer due to backlash and lack of player activity. But for some reason, they decided to relaunch the title, with monetization options that promote a pay-to-play scheme rather than a free-to-play title. The game lets players play one match per day, with more matches being available either if you win or buy more matches in the game. 3 matches cost $1, 10 matches cost $3, and 20 matches cost $5. There are also unlimited matches that go for 7 days for $2 and 30 days for $6. Xavier has also mentioned themselves that the game is now a monetization scheme on their own messaging board, which shows you how little the developer cares about actually making a good game. The Culling Origins is available now on Xbox One, but it won't be long until the game turns out like the rest in time. In other news, Twitch has just announced a new addition to the community. On May 14th in a blog post, they revealed the Twitch Safety Advisory Council, where select members and content creators will be involved in the development and decision making of Twitch community guidelines. While many of the members seemed non-controversial to the community, one trans content creator named Ferociously Steph sparked a heavy amount of backlash due to their discriminatory behavior against the white and male gaming community. Steph has also received backlash for voicing their negative opinions against voice chat in video games. While Ferociously Steph's behavior is questionable, it remains to be seen whether or not their decisions will make any difference at all on Twitch, and whether or not this move will result in a spark of gatekeeping in the community. The head of Respawn Entertainment, Vince Zampella, recently announced that there is no new Titanfall game, nor any spin-offs in development, and there are no plans to develop a Titanfall game currently. This comes as a surprise, since there are mentions of a new Titanfall game being developed in the studio. Also, with the success of Jedi Fallen Order and Apex Legends, the studio is in a better place than it had been after Titanfall 2 underperformed. This could be a result of the pandemic causing issues for the studio, but whatever the case may be, if you're waiting for a Titanfall game, then you're going to be waiting for a very long time. That's all of the biggest news for the week. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, I'm creating my own comic book called The Ultimate Crusaders on Indiegogo, and if you'd like to check that out, there'll be a link in the description. This is Just a Fox, and I will see you all later.